Hello, hello, hello. So how are you guys? I hope you're doing wonderful. You're doing great. So, okay, let's see. As you may have already read the title, it's about building systems into our life. And well, first we need to understand what is system and how does they differ from the habits. Like, as you may have read the book, Atomic Habits, which is a very famous one, which I have also read. Like, actually, this that Atomic Habit books talk about how we can form habits and how they can change our life for the better. So, actually, habits are certain practices which we do on a daily basis or on a regular basis or on the with a frequent gap or something. It's like doing three times going 3 times a week to gym is a habit, or just waking up in the morning at 4 is a habit. Yep. What? But okay, these are habits. Then what are systems? Well, systems is a set of things, a group of things, a set of things or practices which balance out each other or give some output, which is a sustaining one. For example, um, like let's okay, like you have invested 10k, 10k in the and which gives interest on the amount which is there. So well, 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 then the interest adds up, and a- that compound interest, in simple words, like when the amount increases, then interest on the increased amount. Okay, so it's self-reliant, like money increases every year, and more interest. Sorry, I'm not able to explain that, to be honest. Well, these systems all around us, like school, company, which works or towards create a product or work towards revenue, or the best system which we know is the ecosystem. It has system in its name because it's self-balancing. It balances itself. It like all these organisms, all this nature thing, the trees, land, animals, all this work together to create a balance within nature. So this is a system. This is the best example, I believe. So how we can create system and how can it help us in our life, right? Um, well, to be honest, system contains three things. First is things which is contained in it, like nature contains animals, trees, lands, um, all the things which it does, oceans and all. And the second thing is connections, how this thing connects to each other and how they relate to each other. And third thing is what does they produce and what is the outcome of that. For example, ecosystem, right? They contains all these things and which I mentioned. They interconnect, means like food chain, which like some animals eat grass, then some animals eat those animals, then they die, then they again make trees like that become soil. Okay, like that, right? Food chain. So this this is a self-reliant system. So what outcome does this produce? A balanced life form of life on earth. you know like the outcome is life could flourish on our planet, so because of this ecosystem which we have. So like everything tries to balance out each other, right? In this, it's not really producing anything out of it, it's just balancing things. Like it's like we have a AC in our room which turns on at a certain temperature. So when it turns on, it detects heat, it turns on. Now room get cold, then then again room get a little bit warmer, then again the AC detects it and again turns on. So it's a balancing one, balancing the temperature. Okay. And the second one is that which could produce outcome. Outcome means results, like as we know that compound interest, which keep increasing in one direction, right? means amount of money keeps on piling. Okay, so how we can utilize this system into our life? Well, for our growth, we can well, feedback loop is really, really important in this system, right? Where we detect, okay, this is the problem, this works and this doesn't work in our life. I'm saying in our life, feedback loop is really, really important to set up any system in our life. Means we learning from, okay, what mistakes we did in past, and we will not do it in the present. For example, I want to write a book. Okay, uh, please give me a minute. So, sorry, actually, I have to stop in a while, for a while. So where was I? Yep, implementing systems in our life to make our life better, right? Hmm. Well, for example, I want to write a book, right? So, how can I use my system to, to get to write a book, or, set. So, okay, first I need to make habits are a part of systems, to make a life better, but they are just a part which should connect with other areas of our life so it can be better. um, I believe I myself don't know understand it not very much, because if I'm not able to explain it, then there's gap in my knowledge. Yes, there are. Still, if I try to explain like how we can integrate systems into our life, then I would say that developing some habits and how does they interlink. For example, we scroll Insta, right? So I want to write a book. Now the aim is to write a book, right? So we can just like you know because Instagram is a social media platform, and it feeds and it only shows us what we want to see. So we can like on see more of the content which inspires us to write a book really fast and to work on it, right? So if we watch Instagram, we would be inspired to write a book, okay? And we would get some content to write a book and get some ideas, right? And what we could do is that we could make friends who are interested in books, right? So now we have try to develop a environment, right, which would make us easy for us to write a book, because we when we meet friends we talk about books and how what kind of ideas could be written in a book, right? And we talk when you open our Instagram, or we see, oh, okay, like these people are writing this great ideas. Oh, what how can I utilize it? Or like maybe I can get a new idea for that. So simply in systems we are making it easier for us to make the right decisions, or tailoring our environment in a way that would make it easier, like instead of just relying on the motivation or just discipline, we create an environment which makes it easier for us to take the right decision and makes it harder for us to take the wrong ones. Simple words. Okay, well, that's for like I guess this was all about systems. I have, yeah, important thing, I have also put a link of the all this information about systems, and actually more information about systems in the link in the Google Drive file, which I will share you in the description. You can go and check it out. It's a really good one. I would really recommend it. Okay, bye. Take care.